All right, folks, welcome back to the Lawn Shark channel. So today we are going to do something we shouldn't be doing, which is to start the seeding process back here for fescue. Now, we're way too early. We're probably at least a month to 6 weeks too early on actually seeding back here. But as you guys know, my daughter's getting married in less than a month, and I need to at least try to have something that resembles at least an attempt at a lawn. So the way I see it is I'll seed the fescue. If it takes, great. If it doesn't, then I'll wait until the sod farms have sod and I will put it down. And so that's kind of the plan. I've got the seed, I might as well use it. So first thing we're gonna do today is, as you can see, there's a little bit of green that actually was growing from some of the seed that I put down a while ago. And it's not enough, obviously. So I'm gonna go in there and just kind of mow it down real quick. It'll take me 2 seconds. And then I rented an aerator. So the aerator will help us to break up some of the compaction that's been back there. We did a lot of this last fall, and so the compaction shouldn't be bad, but I figured it will help at least with some of the seed. And if nothing else, it will allow us to give a little bit more air into the lawn. It'll help break up some of the dead stuff that's out there, and we do have a clay base that will help to break some of that as well. I do have lots of compost and sand that I had put down previously, and so that's still in the soil, and this will kind of help move it around inside of the soil. So that's what we're going to work on today. We're going to aerate, and then we will seed, and then I do need to try and get some peat moss somewhere. I don't know if we have any in town, but I'm going to do my best to get some to cover it up so that we can actually start watering. So that's the project. Let's get some fescue growing. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add some water, because it says right there, if I make this thing full of water, it will add about 50 pounds, which will just help to get a little bit better penetration into the soil. I didn't do this the last time, so I'm hoping I get a little bit better this time around. So let's work on that, and then we will get this thing on the ground. Shouldn't take me very long. Like I said, it's not a big area, but we just need to get done. All right, an extra 50 pounds should help us out quite a bit. That's pretty much it. It wasn't a very big space, like I said, and having that extra weight really did a really good job. I mean, you can see like the size of some of these plugs that are coming out were really good, which is a lot better than we were last time. We were able to cover pretty much the whole back area. That area over there where the grass is growing, where we put the sod down, actually looks really good. So we're in good shape there. So let's get this thing cleaned up and sent back, and then we'll start with the next step. All right, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to day 2 of the fescue seeding back here. Like I said, you know I'm probably a little early to be doing this project, but I have to try at least. That being said, today, this Saturday, the weather is freaking perfect. I know we'll have hotter days coming in the next few weeks, but this morning I went for a motorcycle ride and it was actually almost chilly. So I'll take that as a sign of things to come. But, it also helps me when I'm doing these projects when it's a little bit cooler and I'm not having to do the same temperatures that I did the sod last week, because that sucked. But anyway, so today we're going to pick up where we left off. We had dinner plans last night, so I had to stop what I was doing. But today we are going to start leveling this out. It's actually really level, but because we tore up the ground with the aerator, we do need to level things out just a little bit with my leveling rake and with my landscape rake. But the one thing I'm not going to do is typically when you aerate, at least for me, not everybody does this, but I like to pull the plugs and take them out of the dirt because they tend to kill the grass that's there. But since I don't have any grass, I'm actually going to leave the plugs. I'm just going to help them to break up a little bit and to make sure everything's nice and level. And then once we get that done, then we can put down some seed and then we'll go from there. So let's get to leveling all this out. It's just a little bit of labor, but luckily it's not a big area, so we should get this done pretty quickly. All right, now that we have everything all leveled out, we are going to go with the GCI Turf Services blend of Fescue. And if you look at the label, it's a blend of Falcon, Coronado, and Saltillo tall fescue. Again, super early to put this down. I'm not going to use the whole 25-pound bag because I don't need that much for the backyard. It's pretty small, but I do plan on having some left over that I can use later. And then also my brother-in-law has a small fescue area that he needs, so I'll probably let him have a big chunk of this to do his backyard. So time to get busy putting this stuff down. All right, well, we did a few passes and we've got quite a bit of coverage. Probably overdid it just a little bit, but I mean, at this point, it is what it is. I bought the seed, let's use it. So let's keep moving. Let's roll this in. I'm gonna put the water roller together and we're gonna roll it in, make sure we get good seed to soil contact, and then we'll do some peat moss and we'll water it in. I don't have my gimbal, so I apologize for it being so shaky, but I had 4 bales and it was the exact amount of peat moss that I needed for the backyard. Sometimes it's just better to be lucky than good. The last part is we just need to do starter fertilizer, which I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it today. I was gonna do it tomorrow and hold off, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead and knock it out. All right, it's getting late, but I wanna get this done, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this together. We are doing about 3 ounces per 1,000 for the RGS, and then for our GreenePOP, which is the 1621-2, we're doing 15 ounces. So I wanna make sure that we shake this really good. You guys have seen me do this before, so there's nothing really special here. We're just gonna mix it together in this hose and sprayer. We're gonna put it down, and then we will be done for this seeding project. Normally I would wear gloves, except that I'm so filthy I don't really give a crap right now. Just want to be done. All right, folks, well, we are done with this fescue project. Now, with my luck, I'm probably not done. I'll probably have to do this again, only because, you know, with my luck, we get a bunch of rain and we get things washed out. It's just the way that this is contoured, but I have to give it a try. I have to try and get something to germinate before my daughter's wedding, and if it doesn't, then so be it. Nobody can say that I didn't at least try. Front's looking great. The sod is really starting to come together, but we're really just trying to get something going here. And like I said, I probably won't do another reseed back here if it doesn't work. I'll probably just go straight to sod this fall, later on in the fall. But, you know, this is worth a try, and if it works, it's great. And if it doesn't, I'm okay with it because, you know, at least I'm trying. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to be notified of future videos, don't forget to hit that bell. And by the way, stick around because I will probably wait a little while to put out this video, and I will show you any progress that we have. So stick around. We'll see what happens. Well, here is the update. Today is September 9th, which is just under a month after we seeded the backyard. It actually doesn't look too bad from far away, but when you look down here, you can see exactly what happened with all of our washout. The grass actually germinated pretty evenly, but unfortunately, we got a lot of rain, and all that rain did a lot of washing out, especially when you get down here, and you can actually see how this looks. Right here in the middle, all of the water just kind of runs right down here and down into that area and just washes everything out. Now, the Bermuda over there doesn't look amazing, but that's just because I get a lot of shade back there. So I'm actually gonna do something different. I'm gonna leave where it is, but I'm gonna put in some fescue seed there. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna come in here with some fescue sod. We talked to the sod farm and they finally have some fescue sod in place. So we're gonna go through the process of getting that in next week. And then hopefully we'll be putting it down next weekend. I'm just not gonna continue to mess with this backyard with the way it is. We just have too much rain and there's too much of a washout. Last year I fought it for several months and it finally was able to be full, but it took a lot of work. And also, the other reason I want to go with the sod is because the sod does come in with a little bit of dirt, and that's actually going to bring everything up just a little bit. And I think that we need that in this backyard area. So stay tuned. That's going to be our next project. But unfortunately, we didn't get what we wanted. It did, however, serve its purpose for the wedding, which means that my grass didn't look completely dead between the front Bermuda and back here. The little bit of germination and green that we had, it actually looked pretty good. So we're pretty happy with that. And now we're just gonna go ahead and just transition over to some sod. And the one thing that I do wanna mention is the GCI seed is actually really good. The germination rate of that seed was fantastic. Had nothing to do with the seed, had nothing to do with GCI. They put together a really great product. I'm not getting paid for this, not sponsored, but I do wanna let you know that it had nothing to do with the seed. It has everything to do with my backyard and the slope and the way that it washes out. So I hope you guys enjoyed that update. Catch you on the next video.